Good evening, my dear connoisseurs of the macabre. I am Mortis the Tail Weaver, your guide into the realms of the spine-chilling and the uncanny. Tonight we delve into a tale that will make your skin crawl and your heart race. A story not for the faint of heart, titled The Unseen Stalker. In this eerie narrative, shadows whisper and fear reigns, as an unseen presence haunts the unsuspecting. So, gather close, but beware, for not all is as it seems when the stalker is invisible to the eye. The Unseen Stalker. In the suffocating stillness of a summer night in 1986, an 8th grader named Jamie experienced a haunting that would forever be etched in the annals of eerie lore. It began as a dream, or so it seemed, but quickly transcended the boundaries of reality and nightmare. In this dream, a chilling entity emerged from the shadows, a creature of unfathomable darkness. Its form was thin, entirely void of colour, devoid of hands or feet, replaced instead by menacing spikes. Above its hollow frame, 3 elongated spikes twisted skyward like grotesque parodies of hair. Its eyes, vast and glowing with an otherworldly white luminescence, pierced the veil of the night. But most disturbing was its mouth. A ghastly array of jagged square teeth contorting into what could only be described as a malevolent grin. This phantom stalked Jamie relentlessly through the familiar streets of his neighborhood. In a sudden twist of the mind, Jamie realized he was lucid dreaming, conscious within the dream, able to manipulate his surroundings at will. Yet this creature, this dark aberration, remained immune to Jamie's control. It was a constant, unyielding shadow trailing Jamie's every flight and fancy. In a moment of desperation, Jamie fled to the seeming safety of his home. The front door closed with a thud, the lock clicking into place, a futile gesture. For upon turning, Jamie was confronted with the creature's haunting presence, mere inches away, its icy gaze locking him in place. A shrill, piercing screech filled the room, vibrating through Jamie's very soul. Paralyzed with fear, he awoke. Or so he thought. Lying in bed, with the mid-July air inexplicably frozen around him, Jamie felt an icy void where his foot dangled off the bed. With a surge of panic, he retracted his foot, summoning the courage to face what he hoped was a lingering shadow of the nightmare. But the nightmare was not over. There, in the corner of the room, stood the creature, real, tangible, and terrifying. It was no figment of imagination or a trick of the mind. Jamie, fully awake, could feel its presence, an oppressive force that filled the room with dread. Time seemed to stand still as the creature and Jamie engaged in a silent standoff. Then, with a movement that defied the laws of nature, it glided towards the door, its hollow eyes never leaving Jamie. It was an unspoken invitation, or perhaps a command, to follow. But Jamie didn't. As mysteriously as it appeared, the creature vanished through the door, leaving behind a palpable void and 1,000 unanswered questions. Was the house, so new and unburdened by history, a portal to something ancient and unknown? Could this experience be dismissed as a trick of the mind? Jamie knew otherwise. He was left to wonder if anyone else had encountered this nightmarish spectre. Was Jamie alone in this terrifying experience? Or was it a harbinger of something more sinister, a tale yet to unfold? And so we conclude the harrowing tale of The Unseen Stalker. Did you feel a chill run down your spine? Did you glance over your shoulder just once, perhaps twice? Remember, my dear listeners, in the world of shadows and doubts, not every danger is visible, and not every whisper is merely the wind. I am Mortis the Tail Weaver, bidding you a spine-tingling farewell until our next encounter in the eerie realm of the unknown.